Greetings, thank you for joining us. All right, we're in our bunkers for tonight's webinar. So, all right, blessings to messages, and then go into our Q&A. All right, go. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael. Blessings to you all. Now you know the effects of Archon reality, how it is constantly changing. You never know what the future will hold, especially at this level. There is a great deal of change on its way. Doesn't mean it's of a negative nature, but it is cleansing. Now, human nature, human consciousness is just deciding what they want to do. Many are going to get tired of being in their houses. That's probably some of you are already there. And some are going to defy much of the laws and go out. And there's not much your governments can do about it eventually. This has just started, so it's probably going to be quiet for a while in that regard, but then eventually people are just going to sick of it. And that's when and also they realize this disease isn't as bad as it might seem. They're just taking precautions, but also turning their citizens into, prisoners, basically, for a crime they have not done. So expect a mass exodus eventually. So blessings to you all. Greetings to you. This is Nathaniel with the Tall Blonde Nordics, the Pleiadian energies. Yes, the Earth is going through a lot of timeline shifts, major ones. You will now realize many of the conspiracy energies of thinking the military is going to here to take over society. Not at all. It's there to assist. And once again, many are just fearful because they're part of realities where many of them were in those positions and abused it. So some souls are going to wake up to their own paranoia eventually. A lot of souls are all waking up to their own fears slowly. So it is, 6 months from now, it'll be business as usual. Right now, everything's got it. Now, there will be new lifestyles, but we can't go into that. You'll discover them. Ways of doing things. The place will be a lot cleaner in some areas. Of course, more people will be careful of what they touch too. So cleanliness, this world is pretty dirty as it is. It could be a little bit better. So it does help in that regard. But there's more, so a lot of soul growth is going on. Many grow very slowly, as you see. It didn't even backtrack. So some of them have started their growth spiritually because there's nowhere else to go. So expect more awakened souls soon. So we're here to answer your questions whenever you're ready.
Hello, greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Blessings. Thank you for coming in. First this evening we have Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question tonight is, what are my connections with Nordics? Yours.
Well, I believe you're mostly connected to reptilian energies for various reasons. Been part of their armies, been part of their space cadets. The Nordic energies, you did incarnate with us a couple of times, a few times, probably more than that, but basically to heal from reptilian incarnations. So yes, our society is exploring worlds, but It's mostly reptilian energy from what I'm seeing, at least from my perspective.
Okay. Thank you. My second question is, are there any messages from my spirit guides?
No, not to panic. You're going into a spiritual growth, healing, adolescence. It's going to be a lot of feminine energies from others that you'll connect with to calm others. You're there for you're just there as a calming energy. Of course, there's more to it than that, but also going to know more about your abilities over time. Maybe not clearly, because you're going to get tested and have to kind of force your abilities to awaken. They'll come out of nowhere, just like you need to go run with someone that's chasing you. It's something like that. It won't be like that. I think you have an idea. So,
all right. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Sorry. Hi, how are you?
Well, yes.
I just have well, the first is a two-part question. I've been researching item I found on the FBI FOIA library regarding Majestic 12 and a Magic Eyes Only compartment. I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit about that. I think it's got to do something with ETs.
Oh,
But
yes.
I don't know what kind of ETs.
Well, yes, there's suppressed alien life here. They are like the gold standard to keeping alien energies away from human contact. But a lot of those, even MJ12 has been coming. A lot of them are alien-like right now. A lot of them have alien DNA, and some don't even know it. It is used as a mind control element, also for some, such as Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is controlled as the most public one. So yeah, some of them get an ET, like mind control element, and it just sometimes it gets kind of out of hand, and with him it did. But it's under MJ12's control, not ours. So yes, so I mean, on your connect, just continue to tap into that if you wish for MJ12. But yes, it's just to keep aliens out of humans' sight right now.
Oh, I see. And my next question is, can you tell me about how or if you see these Nizara or Jizara national or global economic reset coming about as a result of this quarantine? There's been a lot of stuff going on, like arrests and things like that. I just wonder if it's got to do with
not likely.
Nizara.
Eventually, yes, but not yet. This is one of the stages where it could be activated, not likely. Now, they're going to go through many scenarios in the future where eventually have a new currency, but not yet. Your society doesn't even know itself yet. So when it more understands itself, that's a new currency will come in. It's so used to the old system. You have old money. So society has to reject it. Now, this is one way of rejecting it. And, humanity has to have, if they take enough beatings, then they say, okay, now we're ready for a change. This is one of the beatings, you can say. So, eventually, yes. Arrests, not likely. Not publicly, at least. There will be some, but nothing majorly. Some are just trapped in those timelines mentally. That's what they keep talking about it. They can't seem to free themselves from it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
But it's good to keep looking forward to a more prosperous future.
Yes, that's true. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we have Humberto.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So my first question is, when do you see me getting my job back? I've been pretty much laid off because of the pandemic, and I'm just wondering an estimate,
Mm. maybe a few weeks, maybe a month. We do see a couple weeks.
Mhm.
The economies will slowly start to come back together again. Right now, the economies, everybody's in a panic right now. So we used to talk. We don't have a guarantee of 2 weeks. We just see 2 weeks. We'll just put that out there.
And like 1 month maximum, I think you're saying.
Possibly, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so
It is unclear at this time for that.
yeah, will I have to find a different job, or is the amount I have saved enough?
There are no jobs at this time.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, do you see the money I have?
you will get your job again. Money, yeah,
Okay, great.
you'll survive it. Yeah, you'll get your job again when these things get back together.
Oh, great. That's pretty much what I wanted to know. Well, okay. Thank you. Blessings. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Next we have Daria.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. So, my ears are bleeding from the sound of the word corona. It's kind of worn out now.
Mm.
So, please, if you have anything else that could drop.
Well, some people are tired of the word sex, but that word's still going around.
Yeah. I'm not
Especially
tired.
those that aren't having it.
Yeah.
So if you had the coronavirus, then you wouldn't mind hearing it all the time. You probably get tired of it too.
Yeah.
But yes,
So,
coronavirus. Well, you can ask for a new timeline when it's called something else. See if that is what you accomplish with that. Yes.
That was blunt. Okay, let me try another question. Because we have so many of them. Any other mysterious astral pockets you can dive into that could be fun to hear? Like, if you have a sense of humor, you would know.
No moment. Well, one moment. Well, something that's going to be. One moment. Well, yes, there's a lot of realities where people are, passing gas. Those realities. That you're. You saw this reality is hard. Think about that one, especially when you can snap your fingers and someone will, smoke the place out. So, and you have that power, I believe. Also, I believe you've realities where you've seen Darth Vader and told everybody who he was, revealed his identity, and he wasn't such and such his father.
So that was like I ruined the
Kind of, yes. You kind of ruin endings sometimes, yes.
Just dropping in you know why,
Correct.
guys? You've been here for 4 months. Now it's the end, and it's
Correct.
Wow, what a dickhead I am sometimes.
Something like that. Well, depends on the world you're on. Some don't take it too seriously. Some do. Well, that's kind of the fun of it.
Yeah, he's his father. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have to go. Well, thank you, and have an awesome channeling.
Right,
Bye.
blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next we got Retro.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
First question I wanted to ask is, is there any likelihood or any advice, guides, could also give me as far as having a clearer mind or less intrusive thoughts and stuff like that?
Yes, that's going to take some time. There's a lot of you need Archon energies you have to release.
Okay.
There's a lot of battles. You've been taken hostage many times as a Pleiadian being, actually, by reptilian vibrations and forced to give him information. Of course, it wasn't always correct. Prisoner of war, basically, been through. So you're kind of going through, what does he call it? Prisoner of war. You're kind of going through some of that right now.
And that's linked to the OCD stuff?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're known as like a Pleiadian mathematician, but also like a scientist. You know, like they have scientists here that are like, secret scientists that get caught, end up disappearing. You're one of them on a Pleiadian world. You've had other incarnations too, but one definitely was caught by reptilian energies. And they can also look human if they wish to. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, they basically try to get information out of you. So that's still kind of, echoing through you at this time. Interesting enough, also, it's also connected to Russia. Meaning this happened on another world, but it's affecting Russia also. Basically, a lot of those Russian scientists that are similar to you are on this planet too.
Okay.
So, kind of like they came here as refugees. Hidden.
Yeah.
Russia was one of the places they landed at least. So some stayed, some didn't. It's connected to their space program. Put it that way. Your German space program. Yeah.
Interesting.
It goes pretty far.
Is there anything else messages on me?
Well, yes, the space program might have blockages there, but it is something for you to, over time. Yeah, there's a lot of weaponized energies there. So, I mean, if you connect to it, you might feel a headache, you might not feel well, because you're very connected to it more than you might realize.
Okay.
The public one and the secret one doesn't really matter. The public one's fun to connect to. You might start seeing the secret one more clearly as you connect to the public one. Yeah. Even NASA is a good example. NASA is probably the root one to connect to. Just what you feel. You might find some dead ends here and there, but you just have to feel around.
It makes sense, connecting to Mars and Atlantis and such like that.
Exactly. It's, yes, just exactly. All right.
Okay.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Hey, up next we got Colin.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
I wonder if you have any messages for me.
One moment. New timelines are being created at this time. Not to worry of this situation Earth is going through. Just know that you're connected to yourself, while others are connected to chaos. So you're connecting more with nature during all this. During a time of stress, you connect more with the Earth. It all makes sense. So just continue forward. Things will make more sense. When the fog clears. It's very foggy right now for many at this time.
Yeah, I do feel like getting more connected with Earth right now, which is interesting. Cool. Is there any messages from my higher self?
Yeah, going through a lot of downloads of maybe not necessarily a physical move, but there is a movement around you. Maybe even a physical move. They're not really being that. There's movement around you. That's all they're saying. It's making it kind of cryptic there. It might not be you, but it might be of a thought of change. Either way, change is on the way. That's what they're saying. They're not going into a lot of detail on that. You are connecting much Pleiadian energies, Pleiadians, mothership energies, to give you guidance. Right now, just stand down, do what as you're doing, but there will be maybe a travel. They're not going into full detail, but once this all clears out, you'll feel it'll make more sense. Nothing's going to make much sense at this time.
Okay.
But you might be able to figure it out. It's kind of cryptic. They're not going into details. It does have to do with crystal energies with the Earth also, meaning healers are becoming stronger healers at this time.
Okay.
Time of need. So
it sounds like just kind of staying the course and staying connected is.
Yes, just do what you feel. Realize, as people go into panic, even healers go into a panic, so they activate themselves even more at this time to access more. And then when the world calms down, they calm down also.
Okay.
Looking at.
Beautiful. Well, thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for coming in.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next we got Dragon.
How you doing?
Greetings.
We were wondering how tall are you and can you slam dunk, but that's not my question.
Okay.
My my first question is this whole like slowdown we're having from the coronavirus a sort of test run of future society slowdown when we ascend, and our spirits looking at this energy and figuring out what adjustments can be made to make it work a little better?
Correct. There will be not necessarily epidemics, but changes in your future. Yes. That will bring in alien energies, a new currency energy. You're not there yet. As many feel, many are way ahead of themselves right now. If you're having new currency, that should be talked about right now, then, or in the next couple months. It's unlikely. Right now, it just getting.
I feel like they may devalue currencies because they have more resources.
Right. More like
that's the whole point.
Yes.
When you have more resources, more people, you need to stop being greedy and devalue the currencies.
You're correct. A lot of things are going to devalue itself at this time. Right. So it's not what people think at this time.
I'm thinking that when we start to really go through the ascension, people are going to need to, some people are going to need to be given the space in order to slow down and work on that, while others are going to have to keep, maybe take turns carrying the weight of things for a little while.
Yes. It will. Yes, you're still in the infancy of all that, but yes.
My second.
Yes, go ahead.
Thanks. My second question is, I feel like when I went from a Lyran to a Pleiadian, I think I kind of remember like the Lyrans weren't really listening to me, and I warned them, and at least in one life, and I told them what was going to happen with the reptilians and everything, and they didn't listen to me, and it happened, of course. Then I think I went to the Pleiadian system after that, because I think I sort of had burned a few bridges, at least for that time, with the reptilians, and got a little mischievous, I think, when I went to the Pleiadian system. I think I was a little mischievous with the Lyrans, but I kind of calmed down and became more of a go-between between the reptilians and the Pleiadians. Can you talk a little bit about that? It's a vague memory.
Well, you took your knowledge from the Lyran. Yes, the Lyrans are more prepared for the reptilians. You're dealing with a lot of kind of the worst of the worst reptilian energies, where other Lyrans did not have to deal with that. And so you're kind of paranoid, but you had paranoid for a reason. The Pleiadians are actually more naive to any reptilian energy. They're more naive than most species. Of course, they've grown out of that eventually, but that took a long time. So you took your knowledge to them and actually built up their defenses. Not just you alone, but you're one of many that help build up their defenses towards reptilians, because Pleiadians are being abducted by reptilians all the time. So your Lyran instincts helped you protect them. So it kind of worked out for the best. Even the Lyrans went to the Pleiadians, helped them build up their defenses. As the Lyrans already took a lot of beings from the reptilians and been defeated many times. So that helped heal the blow with the Pleiadians.
So it sounds like, from what you're saying, when that disaster happened with the Lyrans and millions attacking, I stuck around with the Lyrans quite a while after that.
Somewhat. Yeah, some part of you got kind of tired of. Some of them got kind of stuck in their ways, and you just felt like you couldn't talk to anybody anymore. Just you wouldn't feel welcomed as much anymore. And even like cat people can be kind of headstrong, as you can see. And there's the same way here too. So you want to be around other people. Yeah.
Humans can do that too.
Exactly. The Pleiadians are a lot more open, and still are, compared to the Lyrans. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Blessings.
Love.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got James.
Hello.
That's great to see you.
You tell me any messages or my connections you guys lately, or just my guides?
Well, you have a connection to your Statue of Liberty. If you connected to that type of form, that type of godlike being in the past, doesn't mean that you're, in love with that figure, but you're part of a time when that was being worshipped. And energy is still with you. So you're here to heal a lot of that mind control in this reality. You're doing what you can. Of course, it's more easily done in the astral. But, humans are used to worshiping. They'd be surprised at what they worship, even when they don't even go to church. They worship a lot of buildings and things like that. They don't even realize they're even doing it on the physical. So even humanity is very cult-like in different, in different realms. So you're here to heal a lot of that, what you're allowed to do, and just help with unlocking it, realization of it. Eventually they'll realize it when they get out of their headstrongness. Things.
I see. Yeah, I've been interested in New York City lately.
Yeah, there's a lot of past life there, that's why. And there's a lot of cabal energies there that you're connected to.
I see. And can you tell me about my arms? Like, I keep getting these, like, it's kind of like bug bites in my left arm. I've been told it's like upgrades or stuff like that.
It's astral work that you're doing at this time. It is also your, timeline shifts too. You're kind of feeling the timeline shifts that are coming in. So give me an indication things are changing. Doesn't mean it'll change dramatically, but also shifting a timeline where the world's a little bit less chaotic. So you're constantly shifting and you're kind of feeling it. So that part of you is kind of, we'll call it sensitive at this time. That's all. And when the world starts to cool down, that will go away. You'll have more of a sense of what's going on too. You might even have it right now. So right now, just go with the flow. So.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we got Steven.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet. Much love. Yes, definitely. Since you're here, I would love for you to tap in to my parallel Pleiadian Nordic being, or just my history of the Nordics, just to know a little more about my energies with the Nordic energies. Thank you.
Well, yes, you're assisted with much of the tall blondes to be even created as like a defense force for the universe, and especially the Pleiadian energies. Now, why are they all tall blonde? Doesn't really matter. But basically, it's a defense force for Earth and for other Pleiadian realms. But basically, every military group has their look, and the Nordics just chose their. It's easy to identify for humans and for alien beings. And even when Nordics do appear, aliens or even reptilians ought to step back. Be careful, because we can even know them more about themselves. So reptilians don't like to fight us too much, because we can break through their defenses pretty quickly, and even abuse Nordics are known to abuse their abilities a lot, and that's why usually reptilians stay away from that. So yeah, you're a guardian of one of the motherships, but also when worlds are being constantly attacked, especially by reptilians and even insectoids, to basically clear out the negative enforcement. On Earth, it's basically a lot of the problems here are baked in, as you can see. It's an invasion, but it's a slow invasion. Humans have adapted to it, so yeah, you're bringing assistance always.
Sweet, awesome answer. Thank you. And the second question is, yes, since you mentioned, can you connect with the insectoid collective, any of my history, just if they have any messages for me? Thank you.
When you're connected to the butterfly energies, it's also connected to your fairy energies. So the fairy and the butterfly came together It's a vibration that you're, of course, there's a lot of renditions of that, but basically your energies are deep rooted into Agartha. For best the insect to take a different form than what it's used to. Basically, even wings on a dragon. Some of those are insectoid, depending on the dragon. So it's basically just to heal the insectoid energies to use, show their usefulness, because sometimes they're not always very useful. But they have they're builders, basically. They're builders of worlds. So even this world, even if they might seem a little bit of a pain, they're necessary for society. So, and they're very headstrong also, like humans are. A little bit different though. They like to show themselves, but of course they're not allowed to do that here. At least the aliens version of it. So, blessings.
Beautiful blessings.
Yes, thank you. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
I have a question actually for my roommate who is, actually in tears over the coronavirus today with fear. Do you have any, I don't know, encouraging words that I could apply to him?
Use your time wisely. Do things for yourself. This will pass over. Yes, in a couple of weeks it'll get better. Many are just losing their minds. Basically, humans, yes, once again, are going to get tired of being isolated. So let them cry it out. Let them be fearful. Get it out of the system. Right? He needs to live this out.
Yeah, that makes it. We can't stay in that.
Exactly.
Eventually our body will say, no, this is not good.
There's nothing to be afraid of, but he has to figure that out for himself. So just tell him, let him do what he needs to do. If he needs to be paranoid, some needs to create all these different conspiracy theories and all that, because it's part of trauma. It's like, how do I get through this? How do I mentally handle this? And sometimes we invent things.
Well, I think it was very funny how we had everyone buying toilet paper, and it's like, what? Yeah. You can't eat that, but oh well, at least you'll be clean.
Well, at least they have that and not all the food, so.
Yeah. And the other question, I guess, would just be any messages?
Well, yeah, this is when your healing ability. Now, yeah, you already have a sense of where things are going. Just follow that. This is, stay calm. Do what you need to do. This is what you're here for. Times of pain. Doesn't mean it's going to happen all the time. But this is times of crisis, what you're here. There's more to it than why you're here, but this is one of the reasons why you're here.
I feel that, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so do as you wish to do. You can go places and not worry, as everyone's freaking out.
Of course, yeah.
You can do whatever you want because you have a sense of what. If you're in danger, you will leave.
Yeah, exactly.
So most don't, and even many here feel the same way. Yeah, they're in the same energy as you are in that regard. So just live your life. And yes, some of you are going to complain, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Just do what you need to do.
And there's a lot of usefulness of ignoring other people, actually.
Yeah, the energy there is just, it's a fear energy. Do but to the gods of this earth that are alien energies.
Well, thank you very much. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, I have Marvin's questions. He asked me to read.
Yes.
His first question, he says, I would like insight on what's been going on in the last week and what I can't see or hear going on my day-to-day. Please, a brief description of beings, spirits, or high elders on what they do or think of my activities with people. Is there a name I can meditate on? Thanks.
Well, there's a lot of Pleiadian energies around him at this time. To protect him, there is a Pleiadian energy by the name of Shawanda. The Pleiadian energy that is from Africa, actually, that he's connected to an astral. That is part of the contact energies. Of course, they're not making contact at this moment, but they are protecting humans. doing the best they can, bringing energy grids of healing for those, doing the best they can to bring less chaos. You'd be surprised how much Pleiadian energy, especially the total river situation. It's like find love yourselves, something like that. But for him is just connect to Orion energies are good too. A lot of Orion beings around him right now.
Hey, blessings. The second question, I doubt it's still there, but he says yesterday I misplaced $100 bill. Can you detail how and where that happened? And if he mentions if he plays lotto scratchers during a certain time of the day, does he improve his chances?
Well, he feels more lucky during the day. As for the $100, it went to somebody that needed it. Let's put it that way. Not that he doesn't need it. They're not saying where, but it was a gift to somebody he knew in astral, but somebody in physical, I believe, has it now. From what we're seeing from the energy right now. Not saying who or what, but this is to heal some karma, apparently. So, yeah, when the lotto just go when you feel is lucky, it give him something to get his mind off of things, too. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Would you have any messages from Ashtar for me?
Yes, it's all going to plan. This is already the state of the Earth was inevitable. This is a mistake from many of the military leaders. But also showed the light is working. It kind of exposed a lot of the darkness here. So this is exposing it, but it's not always easy to see that. So the world's in chaos. So it's also showing where the problems are too.
Yes, exactly.
Where the weaknesses are. Even the Queen, even the Pope have stepped back. Even they're afraid right now. So not many times you get in a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
And true colors will show up on both of them too. We're just getting started. Unfortunately, both of them are criminal. That may don't want to hear that though. Both of them. Even if this is a newer pope, doesn't matter.
Yes.
He takes on the karma of the old pope. So if he starts to release a lot of the truths that's going on, then they'll be released some, but he's not doing that. So business as usual for now, at least.
Yes, and I see this virus also. It's like although it being delivered by military or mankind or made by men, it has a very positive outcome on everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Also clear a lot of this dark energy, old energy, paradigms. So we're going to have a very, let's say, a much lighter world after all this gone through, I suppose.
Yes.
That's how I feel a lot of peace somehow in all this turmoil, and I'm feeling peaceful, almost guilty for feeling
no, that's good. Well,
peaceful.
Somebody needs to feel it. Many aren't feeling that right now.
It's just amazing.
Well, it's like you feel like the thieves are in the house. You're the only one, or some of you can see it, but most don't see it.
Yeah.
And now they're getting light. That's what's happening. They're finally, the gangsters are finally being seen.
Yes.
So this is like your 2008 and your 9/11 all mixed into one, too. So,
yes.
And it's a little bit of everything else too, even Vietnam to a certain degree.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's here to expose a lot of darkness, and it's just getting started. So a lot of CEOs step down because a lot of them feel guilty in their positions because they know they're going to go down with the ship, and a lot of them don't. They got warnings before all this went down. Yes, but they're still not in the clear as much as they think they are.
Yes, but I think justice is coming. That's why they are stepping down, because they have been already served, I think.
Yes, there's something going on. That's all we can say.
Yes, I understand. And okay, and any chances of any contact soon?
No. It's warm up towards it, but nothing. I mean, there'll be a little bit here and there, but right now, the chaos of society, there will be little warm ups over time where even your currency will be disconnected from your society.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a sign of it, things to come.
Yeah, I
When
think
the
it's going to be a
currency,
total reset or
yeah,
economic reset in the world, right?
yeah, when the society, yeah, when the economy gets reset, that's when the aliens are really coming more physically. But not, they'll just come individually right now, quietly. Right now, people have enough problems as it is.
Oh yes, and they would probably blame on the
On the aliens, they
on the
would.
aliens.
Yes, we've been blamed for great. Well, some of it was understood. The plan made sense actually.
Yes.
Sometimes, but not always. So, all right.
Thank you.
Blessings.
All right, there we go. Up next, we got Lucy.
Hello, Nathaniel. How are you?
Doing well.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Good. I've since September, I've been actually quarantined here. With my cortisol levels are so high. I feel like I've been quarantined since September, and literally I have. And so I'm wondering. I feel like almost like my face is out in front of my body. When I've been alone here with one person for so long, I feel like when I actually see somebody, I automatically just clue into what they've been doing, what they're, just weird things. I don't know why. Is that because my cortisol levels are so high?
Yes, that is
That
part of
I'm
it. Yes.
able to read people like this? It's like, it hits me like
Well,
everyone's a book.
well, you don't have all the stress of the work environment that a lot of people have too. So you get more in tune in the energies that is around you. People are going here, there, jumping over there, and all that. You don't have that. So you're kind of like an Indian sitting at your mountain.
Yeah, I've actually been even planting corn.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
pretty
connected.
much the palest face I've seen
Yeah,
as
you're
an
connecting more
Indian,
with the earth.
but
Yeah, you're giving back to the earth.
yes.
The earth is giving to you, but as you're staying at the same. If anybody's staying at the same spot for a long time, they start to connect the things. So.
Right, and I guess because I'm having the same scenery, when a new thing pops in my way, I guess jump right into that scene. I don't know. It's not.
Yes.
I'm not intentionally doing it. It just I'm getting these. Yeah, I don't know why.
Also,
So
you're going out of your body a lot too.
yeah, like flying. I feel like I'm flying, kind of floaty, I guess.
Yes.
But I was thinking that's who's around me. Like, could you point out who's around me? I think I know, but if you and I think someone has something to tell me, and I don't. I see. I think 5.
No, we just see Archangel Raphael. There are other beings, but they're not making themselves known. Just shows Raphael's energy.
Yes.
So.
What will he have to say?
Well, those that are around you are those that passed in your family. Some of them are from they're the relatives. They're long lost relatives, basically. They're your angelic family, basically. So,
yes.
So that's another reason why you're kind of connecting to different things too. So that's why you're not in your body half the time.
I'm blonde, so I won't take it personally.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay. I've got Braden's questions up next, and then I'll wrap it up with mine. So for Braden's questions, he asks, Do you or the Nordics have any information messages for me?
Yeah, stand your ground. Don't make any fast moves right now. As the world goes into its chaotic mode, it's good just to not have a lot of movement. Do things that you need to do, but don't make any long distance trips anytime soon until this all blows over. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Your second question. Are there any other important messages for me at this time?
Well, he's knowing more about himself, how to new talents. He's just becoming more self-reliant on himself. Not that he wasn't before, but he's just, he might not be a clear vision of where he's going, what he wants to do, but he is, being very, skillful, and that will continue. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes.
So looking to see. Well, the things that used to bring me pleasure still do seem like an energetic strain these days. Is there some changes going on with my body that you can see?
Well, you're opening up more. I might not always feel that way, but we're releasing tension that you didn't know what was there. Well, of course, you probably knew it was there. So it's like you're allowing the angels to awaken that have been waiting for quite some time to do anything. So you're releasing your energy across the world too.
Right.
So that's what we see from our perspective.
Is through global meditations or just me individually?
Just you individually. You don't have to do any meditations.
All right, interesting.
You're calling in your crew, you can say. All the things that you wanted to bring in is slowly coming. Of course, the human is very headstrong, but at least you're planting the seeds,
right,
of the real world.
I was thinking maybe there was like a connection between the tension I was feeling, and it was brought to my awareness recently that there are beings coming around me that are trying to speak their piece, or trying to, I guess, make peace.
Yes, those are consciousness of the earth. Yes.
Okay.
Many think they're going to die.
Right. Are these people in positions of power of the old world? Yeah.
They're not always going to show who they are. Well, you're kind of like, I use this lightly, but kind of like a priest, but not really. But, those some come to you just to release their sins, something like that.
Okay. All right.
Your normal priest, but, especially not connected to this world.
Well, why would they need me for that? You could just
because you've been
directly.
You've been like this before at other realities where many would come to you, or sometimes you're judgmental on them and sent them to Hades.
Yeah, well, a little more patient this time around, right?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, they're coming to you because they know you, and they can confide to you. Like they're giving you, oh, this is my sins and all that. So because some of them think that everybody thinks they're going. Well, not everybody. A good amount thinks they're going to die. So. And some of them are of power; they're terrified, right? So yes, that's what's up for.
That's not me. They got to go to ask for forgiveness for. It's the people that they committed the crimes against.
Good luck on telling them that. No, it's easier to go to you.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you again for your assistance this evening. Blessings.
Yes, blessings to you all. Yes, this is a time of forgiveness. Many are trying to forgive themselves. Of course, they don't always know of why. Many are learning more about themselves, and there's of course many that are just they have to keep buying things to keep them from thinking, to look within themselves. So those that are hoarding a great deal, it's like they hoard a bunch because they don't want to know who they are. They don't know that's a thing. So those are in tune to themselves, only get what they need. So, because they know they can produce more. So, if they needed to hoard, they would have, but most. So, blessings to you. All right. I guess Stephen left. Okay. All right. Much love, everyone. And thank Jesus for everything. All right. Blessings. Blessings.